I mean, I'm the guy that they froze the pension on a 51% vote. I had to go with what the democracy said. Now we're saying it's time to give us back. I feel sorry for the young people. I've spent my life here, and I'm getting ready to go. But they deserve a pension, and I deserve an increase.
Well, we're here. Listen, we got breaking news, guys. Breaking news that the Boeing strikers have came to an agreement and all for 3% increase. Look, we talked about it, guys. Honestly, I am happy that they got the increase. That is what I was saying in the beginning, that guess what? You're going to get the increase, but the pension, the no pensions, no planes, you're not getting the pension. But, I get it. A lot of people in my last video really came after me, and they told me, Orlando, we're going to get the pension. We will do anything that we can. We will be on strike forever if it takes us to get the pension. And I said, well, you know what I said.
That's corny.
But listen, guys, we're going to break this down. We're going to go over exactly what they got and why I believe at the end of the day, it's not going to work out like they think it's going to work out. My name is Orlando. Welcome to the channel, guys. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help out the channel. And make sure you also go ahead and subscribe to my newsletter, guys. It's free. How can you beat free? You cannot beat it. And that information is in the pinned comment and in the description. And also, if you need any type of commercial financing, investment property financing, I am your guy. I've been a lender for almost 20 years, and I can assist you with that. Guys, listen, this was a doozy because we have made multiple videos on this Boeing strike, and it just continued to get worse and worse and worse. And I was trying to throw in my opinion to let the strikers know that you can't trust these companies. That is the sole reason why you're on the strike to begin with, because you're asking for something that the company is not giving you. You believe that you're being treated unfairly.
It's really unfair.
But there is a line here where there is some ridiculousness in this, and that was the pension. That was the one thing that I kept telling these guys, you will never, ever get. A lot of times the strikers would come into my comments and they would say, look, Orlando, I get it. You're saying that we're not going to get the pension, but here's the thing. We will get it.
I have a lot of questions. Number one, how dare you?
That means that there won't be a plane built by us, the machinists, the people who are on strike for Boeing, until we get our pension.
And I said, you're going to be waiting a long time.
Come on, man!
Boeing will do a lot of things, but they won't give you a pension. Pensions are gone, guys. I'm sorry to say, they're gone. It's not happening anymore. You might as well get that out of your head. You'll get the 401k. You'll get the matching, but you won't get the pension. Well, let's see what happened.
It voted to accept this contract by 59%.
Mixed reaction tonight after Boeing machinists voted to accept the company's latest contract offer. That means the union's 53-day strike is now over and workers could return this week. Let's get right to union headquarters where King 5's Cornelius Hawker has been talking with some of those union members tonight. Cornelius.
Did you guys hear that? Did you hear the divide between the strikers? See, this is what normally happens, and I did let people know this. There will be a divide between the younger generation and the older generation. And we know, if you listen to what the gentleman said in the very beginning of the video, he said that he wanted the pension, that the older generation wants the pension for the younger generation. I don't believe that. I think you want the pension for yourself because the younger generation, while they would take the pension, don't get me wrong, they would take it. I don't believe that's what they're fighting for. I think that they wanted the pay increase. They were okay with the 401k. The pension deal, they were like, I will take it. So you are saying that you're fighting for them, for their future. Look, I applaud you for that. I really do. I'm going to call out and say the pension is for the older generation. And so you hear the boos and you hear all the individuals, some people clapping. And why is that? It's because the younger generation said, look, Look, I got bills, man. I got bills. Look, you got money stashed away. A lot of the older generation, you got equity in your home. You bought a home for $20, and 30 years ago. We ain't playing that. We don't have that option. That's what a lot of the younger generation believes. And they are saying,
Look, we gotta look out for ourselves, man. We have to look out for ourselves. We have families just like you.
you see, this is what happens. It becomes a divided situation. 59%, it doesn't sound overwhelming to me. It sounds like a very divided group of individuals who basically said, look, Christmas is around the corner, man. I don't know what you want from me.
Leave me alone!
We've been on this strike for 7 weeks, and I gotta do what I gotta do. So that's the reason why you hear the divide in the audience. But let's take a look at what the actual offer is.
Hey Greg, union members had a lot to say, but first we want to show you what they voted and approved. Now on your screen you're going to see the deal that was just accepted. 38% increase over the next 4 years. Then the last offer they had was 35%. 100% 401k match up to 8%. That's the same. And annual bonuses are going to be reinstated, along with the $12,000 ratification bonus that they're going to receive. Now, the deal does fall short of the union's original demand on the left side of your screen, a 40% raise over 3 years and restoring pensions.
Now, this is great. 38% increase. Remember, they did reject the 35 that was given to them a couple of weeks ago. So they lost a paycheck, they lost benefits, they lost all of that other stuff just for a 3%. A 3% raise. But hey, if that's what the group wanted, that's what they got. I don't think it's worth it in my opinion, but hey, what do I know? I don't work there. They went for the 3% and they got it, but they didn't get the one thing that they wanted, which was the pension.
You win some, you lose some.
Then we have the annual bonuses will be reinstated, and then they get a bonus for basically signing this agreement, a $12,000 bonus. But here's the thing. When do you think you're going to get those bonuses?
Wait, what?
I'll wait. Let's take a look. Let's take a look, guys, at how much money Boeing has lost during the whole strike. And then you let me know if you're going to get a bonus. It's only math, guys. Don't get mad at me because I am adding up the numbers and trying to make the math make sense to me. I just need to know, how are you going to get a bonus when Boeing has lost $6.5 billion for this strike? Okay, it says Boeing workers have lost hundreds of millions in wages, but Boeing itself has lost more than $6.5 billion from the strike, according to estimates from Anderson.
Damn!
You heard me right, $6.5 billion. Now, you think you're gonna get a bonus with that? That bonus won't come for another 25 years. I'm just being honest, you won't get that bonus. It's non-existent. Non-existent. Not only that, Boeing is behind 6,000 planes, back order. Not only just now, but in the future, they're going to continue to lose money, and more money. So what does this mean for you guys? What does this mean for Boeing employees? Well, in my opinion, and based on patterns, and based on companies not being loyal, if you believe as a striker or individual who works at Boeing that there won't be layoffs, you're going to be in for a big surprise.
Get ready.
Because we know Boeing isn't going to create a new airplane because they got a backlog of 6,000 planes already. So they're not going to put money in R&D and come up with the best new plane of this century. They're not going to do that, guys. What they're going to do is what all the other companies did. I just did a video on Pepsi. And what did Pepsi do? Pepsi said, we're going to go around the union and we're going to find some loophole that will allow us to lay you off.
Excellent.
I just want to forewarn you already. And let's talk about this. There's a high possibility that Boeing will go on a layoff spree. They've already laid off 17,000 people. Does that even dent the $6.5 billion that they just lost in this? No. It does not. But again, don't just look out for layoffs, look out for salary decreases.
Oh, you're a manager? Oh, we're gonna cut your pay. Yeah, because we had to pay the strikers, and yeah. So sorry, you're gonna get your pay cut. Oh, hey, we need you to take an extended vacation. We're gonna furlough you, and then we need you to take an extended vacation, Jim, and then we'll reevaluate if we need you again.
This is what's coming, guys.
Somebody had to go.
Again, the reason why I believe that this strike ended, bills came due. Christmas is around the corner. Christmas is around the corner. That's what happened.
What changed my mind was the strike is going for too long, and you know, I miss work. I miss working, being able to go to work. So keeps me motivated.
This one is definitely a fair deal. Better pay. I was actually kind of happy with the 35%, but and also the retirement I think is fair on that. So I know everybody wanted the pension back, but we're just not going to get that back.
Did you hear what he said? He said it's gone. This is fair. The retirement fair, the increase. He even said I would have took the old pay, which is 35% increase, just to get back to work, make my money, not have my bills pile up. And he knew pension, it's gone. It's gone. It's gone, guys.
We're in a different era. Get over it. Whoa!
401k is the way that companies are going now. And then you have the younger individual who just said, I just want to get back to work. He didn't say this exactly. Basically what he said is, I got bills.
I have things to take care of. I'm waking up every day and bills are just accumulating. I thought this was gonna be 3 weeks, and it's 7 weeks now.
And guess what, guys? These Hellcat notes, they're not gonna pay themselves. These BMW car loans, you have to pay them or it gets repoed. And again, guys, I've said this many of times. Do you go into bankruptcy because of the strike, because you're voting on something that you're never going to get? Do you go into financial destruction? Because bills are bills. You got a mortgage, you got cars, you got to take care of your family. You have to do and make the decisions that's best for you. And that's what I think that most individuals at this point of the strike made. At the beginning of it, everybody was together. Everybody was unified. But when those bills hit, they hit, and you have to make a decision. Again, this is one of those scenarios where everybody is going to be looking out for themselves because they have to. They have to. No one is going to pay your bills. Your colleague isn't going to pay your bills. And when you're asking for something, again, that is just not going to happen. You end up with members feeling like this.
I am very conflicted. This was definitely not a victory. We were threatened with regressive offers, and that is something that would have completely split up our membership.
Did you hear what the employee said? The employee said that, listen, I had to make a decision. I don't think this is a victory, but it was a decision that we had to make. Long story short, it was just going to keep going on and on and on, and everybody was going to lose. You guys were going to try to continue to strike, especially the older generation, that other 30%, 31%, that percent of individuals would have bankrupted the company.
Sensational.
They would have said, I don't care if anybody has a job. We will make sure that we're going to get the pension that would have never came, and the company would have went bankrupt. The company just would have imploded, and everybody would have had no jobs, and everybody would have been pointing at this deciding factor of you guys turning down multiple offers that are 3%, 2% within each other. Make that make sense to me.
Use your common sense.
But listen, we're not done with this story yet. Again, I will keep you guys updated what happens on the aftermath. After the dust settles, you guys get back to work. If Boeing is going to lay off individuals, if Boeing is going to come back and say, look, we signed this agreement last year, but this year, it's a different story. And as always, I hope you got value out of this video, but you're not gonna get all of your information from this one video. I need you to watch this video right here. Yes, this one right here. It will give you information on the housing market, financial news, and get into your first rental property. And guess what? The information you will get from those videos, it will be gold. See you in the next one. Thanks.